Mary's phone number. Do I have the right person? Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Natalie, Cole's ex from college. He must have told you about me, right? Hello? Are you reading these texts?
Oh, hi, I guess. Did you need something from my husband? Were you trying to talk to him or something? If so, could you text or call him instead of me? That'd be better, I think.
No, I'm not trying to talk to Cole. I've got something to say to you. That's why I went out of my way and got him to tell me your number. I mean, isn't that obvious? You're the one I'm texting right now.
You have something to say to me? What is it?
You sure seem kind of standoffish. Is that my imagination? Don't tell me you're always like that. Ew. Oh! Maybe that's why Cole described you the way he did. I totally get it now.
I'm so sorry to cut you off right when you seem to have figured something out. But I'm a bit busy at the moment doing this and that. So if you have something that you need to tell me, I would appreciate it if you could just let me know quickly.
Fine. Let me just cut to the chase. So, the thing is, we've decided to get back together.
Get back together? Who?
I know, you must be shocked. I so get that. I mean, I'm telling you the news like this because I wanted you to be surprised anyways.
Wait just a moment. What exactly are you trying to say right now?
Well, a little while ago, there was a class reunion on campus for homecoming. Well, I guess it wasn't really a full reunion. It was just those of us who were in the same club up at school hanging out. We had such a ball. It was a really good time. And Cole and I just started talking about how we worked so well together. Just the epitome of #couple goals. You know what I mean?
I know he said he was going out drinking with his friends from the club he was in at college. But that was more than 6 months ago.
So, about that. We've actually been seeing each other since then behind your back.
I'm sorry, you've been what? You know that Cole and I are married, don't you? So what you mean is that the two of you have been having an affair?
Yeah, I guess an affair is what you'd call it. Can you really blame us, though? Neither of us were satisfied with who we were married to. Just total frustration. You know what I mean?
When you say neither of you, you don't mean... Hold on just a sec. Don't tell me you're also married to someone else.
My hubby's just a normal, boring guy stuck in the corporate world. Not going up the ladder at all.
So, you mean, both you and my husband are betraying the trust of your spouses? Forsaking your vows?
I mean, yeah. I already said that's the reason I'm texting you now. We're thinking about taking our relationship to the next step and making things official. So I'm letting you know everything about the affair and how Cole's betraying you. Because I'd really like it if you broke up with him. Could you do that for me?
Do you get what you're saying to me right now?
Of course I do. I'm going to be the one married to Cole, and we're going to live a glamorous life together. And all I have to do now is move you out of the way. That's what I'm saying. Get lost.
Glamorous?
Yeah, I mean, Cole's always worn designer clothes, even since back at school. He always made sure to have a nice car. So I kind of always figured that he might be rich. He took me by your place the other day, and I couldn't believe my eyes. I had no idea you guys lived in such a giant house. Once I saw that, I told myself that I would get back together with him and take the relationship seriously.
It's true, the house we live in is on the larger side. But my husband's just a normal office worker.
I know that, of course. I also know that the CEO of the company he works for is his father. And that the house the two of you live in is the house Cole grew up in. You know why? Because he told me everything. I even know that he's an only child.
What about him being an only child?
Are you dense or what? Yeah, you're definitely not cut out for the role of the next CEO's wife. Cole was right when he decided to divorce you and marry me, so I can be in that position instead.
What do you mean by that?
His father is the CEO. Duh. So that means Cole's sure to take on the role next since he's his father's only child. Keep up. And plus, Cole told me what his dad told him. He's set to start working at the company, so he can take over the CEO position for his dad when he retires.
Well, I suppose it is true that his father said something like that. That was when he first started his job with the company. Cole told you all of that? Really?
I mean, of course. I'm the one who's going to be supporting him as his wife from here on out. Do you get the position you're in now?
Basically, what you're saying is, the two of you want to turn your affair into a legitimate relationship. So you're telling me to divorce him so that he can marry you?
Maybe you're not that dense after all. And you're taking this so well, too. Please and thanks! Anyways, that's the deal. So will you hurry up and file those divorce papers? I'm enough to make him happy, so he doesn't need you anymore.
You're the one who chose to sleep with a married man. My husband. And now you're asking me for favors? Telling me to divorce him to help you out. You've got some nerve. Aren't you even going to apologize?
Apologize? What? Just what makes you think I should have to apologize to you? I'm the one who met Cole first anyways. I dated him way before he even knew you, too. And then you came along years later and married him. So really, you stole him from me.
But when I dated him, the two of you had long since broken up. He told me that his girlfriend in college, you, was his first girlfriend. But that you ended up dumping him because you thought he was too boring. You're the one who threw Cole away like some chewed up gum. So don't try to rewrite history now. Not to mention, you also went and got married to someone else.
God, shut up! You're so annoying. That's why Cole doesn't love you anymore. Anyways, like I said, I met him first. End of. So obviously, you're the one who should give him up since you showed up after me. Do you seriously not get that?
That sure is convenient for you.
Whatever! The point is, he's going to dump you in the end. So just get ready for that. I was nice enough to let you know, so, you're welcome.
I really feel bad for the way I've treated you. I'm not the only one you've mistreated, you know. What about our children? Do you care about them at all? There's nothing else I could do. Natalie said she's pregnant. I'm a man, so I have to do right by her. You say that now, but she texted me herself. And it was before she ever said she was pregnant. Even back then, she was asking me to divorce you so the two of you could get married. I'm actually not at all surprised to hear about the affair. I just want to know if you thought at all about how this affects our children. I feel bad. Really, I do. That's all you've been saying. Even during the divorce proceedings a while ago, all you said was that you feel bad. It would have been nice if we could have divorced amicably, but it's turned into a fight over what we each want. And out of everything, it seems like you didn't have any interest in splitting custody of the kids. Were they not important enough to you to fight for? I don't care how you feel about me, but it would have been nice if you at least acted like our children were important to you. I'll give you full custody. I won't contest it at all. You won't contest it, huh? So you don't care. Fine, whatever. I have no faith in you whatsoever anymore. If you have no plans of stepping up to be the father they need and deserve, then it's definitely better that you're not around at all. Going forward, I'm going to live together with Natalie and our baby. I'll make sure I take care of both of them. Natalie and her child are not the only people you should feel the need to take care of. Do you not get that? I'll never forgive you for putting my children through this. That's all right. You don't have to. I'll make sure the court makes you pay both alimony and child support. That's fine. And, Mary, I actually have a favor to ask. A favor? I'll pay alimony and the child support. I'll pay it, okay? So, could you and the kids move out of the house? This week, if possible. I'm sorry, what? Obviously, there's no way we can move our whole lives out of the house in a week. That's what Natalie wants. She's really hoping to live in the house as soon as we can. And I want to do whatever I can to give her what she wants. I'll tell you right now, there's no way that's happening. Even if we were to move like you want us to, a week is nowhere near enough time. I would have to pack up and move both myself and 2 kids. There's no way I can do that in just a couple of days. Maybe you could move back to your parents' place? My parents' place? The place that you said is too far to visit any more than once a year? You mean that place? I did say that, but if it's just you and the kids, rather than all 4 of us going there, you can make it work somehow, right? The kids have school and they're enrolled in this district. I can't just make them miss class by moving to a different school district in the middle of the school year. Then maybe some company-subsidized housing? Even if I put in an application and got approved for that, it would still take at least a month to get that approval and then move. But Natalie's really itching to get in that house. Oh, maybe you could rent an Airbnb on a month-to-month basis. Then you just stay there while you find somewhere to move more permanently. If you don't mind being the one to pay for all of that. Okay. I guess I'll ask my dad about it. All this talk about doing what's right, but you won't use your own money to do that, huh? I mean, my dad's got way more money than I do. I'm sure he'll be happy to do whatever I ask him once I let him know it's for his 2 favorite grandchildren. And if we ask my dad, you and the kids will be comfortable too, right? So I feel like it'll be a win-win for everyone. All right. I'll try to find an Airbnb and pack up the house. Since you're the one paying for it all anyway. Great. Now Natalie and I can move in together. Just to let you know, though, we haven't officially finalized our divorce yet. The meeting we had today was just to lay out all of the facts. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm going to hire a lawyer, so you'll be hearing from them going forward. Got it. Just tell me one last thing. Do you really not feel anything for me or the kids at all anymore? I feel really bad. But try to see where I'm coming from, Mary. Natalie's the first girl I ever dated. My first girlfriend. So she's just special to me. You've made everything perfectly clear. Now that you've said that, I feel like I can completely let go of my feelings for you. I can move on from every part of my relationship with you with no regrets. So, thank you for that. And thanks to you too, for talking to me like this and, well, everything. I'm grateful for our time together. And I'm really sorry. Honestly.
You really got all the moving done in a week! I guess anything's possible with a little bit of effort, huh? And oh my god, thank you so much for letting me have your husband, your house, and all of Cole's money. On top of all of that, I'm pregnant with his child too. I think it's pretty obvious to see who came out on top in all of this.
On top?
What I'm saying is, even though you and Cole are divorced now and you're only his ex-wife, you still have 2 of his children. His blood. So if I didn't find some way to change things, your kids would have been the ones inheriting all of his money in the future, you see?
You don't have to worry about that. The children and I have no plans of going after any of Cole's money.
Oh no, I'm fine now. I'm not worried at all anymore. Because now I'll have one of Cole's children too. Not to mention, I am the one who's his legal wife now. If anything happens to Cole, my kid will be the one getting all of his money. That's hilarious!
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I never thought things would go so smoothly. All according to plan. I mean, all of Cole's money and that giant house of his are now legally mine!
Thanks for taking him off my hands.
Huh? Thank you. I'm the one who should be thanking you. Wait, I know what it is. Now that Cole's dumped you, you're so depressed that you've completely lost it, haven't you?
Not at all. I'm truly thankful from the bottom of my heart. You see, I had wanted to divorce Cole for a while, but I could never figure out a way to do it that made sense. I was really racking my brain over it for a long time.
What the heck are you talking about?
Well, first, there was the issue of the children. But the main problem was that Cole had absolutely no interest in divorcing up till now. So I couldn't really move forward with my plans until I found some way for it to look like it was all his idea. I could have asked him for a separation and then divorced him after that, but that would have taken too much time for my liking. But then, right when I was thinking over all of those options, you, the mistress, showed up with perfect timing. And just like that, I was divorced. Your existence really came in handy. Thanks.
You wanted to get divorced? You wanted to divorce a total catch like Cole. Are you dumb or something?
We just didn't ever quite get along. And our ideas about how to raise our children didn't match either.
So that's how it was, eh? The two of you were a mismatch from the start then. That means that this whole time, his soulmate was me, not you. And it makes sense that he wouldn't match with you anyway.
By all means, live a happily ever after life with your soulmate. My lawyer will be in touch soon. He'll let you know how much Cole owes me in alimony and lawyer's fees. So make sure you and Cole make some arrangement with my lawyer about how to pay all of that off, okay?
Don't you worry. Cole's going to pay any amount of alimony your lawyer throws at us. He'll take care of it for both of us. He's filthy rich after all.
Well, good for you.
You should go ahead and request as much as you possibly can. After all, you're going to have to raise his 2 kids without his salary or any of his money to help you out. Just what the heck is this? Why can't we get into the house? You must have done something. You did something to mess things up, didn't you? Come on, pick up the phone.
I'm so sorry. I'm in the library right now, so I can't pick up the phone. But I'm pretty sure I gave you my lawyer's business card so you could contact him if anything came up. You have it, right? So could you please talk to him instead?
You're acting like this is some little thing, but this is serious. Cole and I went on a trip and we just got back now. But we can't get into the house. Both the key and passcode won't work. Why can't we get into our house?
Oh, are you talking about the house that Cole and I used to live in together? If so, it's been put up for sale already. Cole's grandfather has been taking care of getting the locks changed and changing the passcodes.
What? What did you just say? It's been put up for sale? Why the heck would you do something like that while we weren't there and without asking us?
I don't see why anyone would have to ask you, to be honest. It's Cole's grandfather's house, after all. His name is the one on the deed. So he can do what he wants with his house without having to ask anyone, wouldn't you say?
Wait a sec. The deed to the house is in Cole's grandfather's name? It's not Cole's house.
Cole didn't tell you anything?
What do you mean, didn't tell me anything?
Cole's grandfather has always been the owner of the house for years and years. It's been that way since before he retired and was still active as the CEO of the company. And then all of Cole's grandfather's descendants have lived in it. First, his grandparents lived there, then his parents, and then Cole himself lived there with our family. At one point, all 3 generations lived there together, actually. But once Cole's grandfather resigned from his position and retired, he and Cole's grandmother moved to a nice little shorefront property. And once Cole's father took over as CEO, both of Cole's parents moved out of the family home and into a condo closer to the company.
Well, if his parents and grandparents all moved out, that makes the house Cole's, right?
Aw, no. The deed is still in his grandfather's name, even now. When Cole and I were living there, that was only because his grandfather didn't want it to be completely empty. So he asked us to stay there and take care of the upkeep and any other little incidentals. In exchange, he let us stay there for free. I guess you could say it's like we were renting it. But we were still only tenants, not the owners.
That whole time? You were just renting it?
So if Cole's grandfather decided to sell the house, that would mean that you and Cole have no choice but to move out of there.
No one ever told me anything about any of this!
Cole's grandfather is pretty straight-laced and conservative, so he's been very upset over this whole affair business. He even said he'd never let it slide, even if Cole is his grandchild. I'm thinking you're not going to have much luck trying to talk him out of selling the house.
Then, what about the condo you mentioned? You know, the condo where Cole's parents live? Where is it?
Cole's parents were pretty heated about this whole situation, too. Did you forget about that? They were there at the preliminary meeting for our divorce. Both of his parents and even your parents were all as mad as I've ever seen someone be. They even told both of them that from now on, no matter how much you begged or pleaded, they'd never do anything for you. And that you were both disowned. Don't you remember any of that?
Oh no. What are we supposed to do then? Who's going to help us?
No one's going to help you. You've burned bridges with both Cole's parents and his grandparents. Even your parents won't do anything for you. Since none of your close family will help you, that seems to me like you've exhausted all options and there's no one else you can really turn to.
How could this happen? I thought I was finally gonna get to live in a gorgeous mansion.
You and Cole can just buy another one for yourselves, right? It's just a house. That shouldn't be too hard.
That's right. Cole's gonna be the next CEO after all. No matter how mad his father is, Cole's still his only son. So he's still definitely next in line to take over for his dad. Even if his parents and grandparents don't help us, we can still make it on our own. Cole will take care of us himself.
Cole's been fired, though.
Huh? Fired?
Yes, he was fired last week and kicked out of the company.
What do you mean he was fired? For what? How could that happen when he's the next CEO? He's the one and only son of the current CEO.
You seem to have misunderstood something. Our company is a merit-based company, so people are promoted based on their own abilities. Even Cole's father only became CEO because he was the one best suited for the job. He beat out all the other competition. I heard it was a fierce battle, too.
Why are you calling it our company? And what do you mean, merit-based? Cole's father didn't just inherit the position?
Didn't you ever hear how Cole and I met?
Of course not. Why would I care about that?
We met when we both started working at the company around the same time. In other words, it was an office romance. After we got married, I got promotion after promotion. But Cole was stuck in the same position. He just couldn't seem to move forward.
Why not?
He didn't want to actually do his job, that's why. He was always full of himself, talking about how he is the CEO's son. In the end, all he did was run his mouth bragging instead of actually working. Since the company's merit-based, all of his colleagues around him got promoted and left him behind. And even then, he still didn't do any work. This year, he was finally assigned to a dead-end position with absolutely no responsibilities and definitely no room for growth.
No room for growth? You've got to be kidding me. Who's going to be the next CEO then?
Some other person who actually does their job is in the running for that position. But anyway, Cole spent this whole time being terrible at his job and then relying on his father or other people. He even had me take care of anything that came up with the house. Whenever there were money issues, Cole just went running to Daddy. Then he'd mention our children to guilt his father into helping him out. He'd never use any of his own money and never tried to solve anything on his own. I was just starting to get tired of the way he didn't handle things and was rethinking our whole relationship when you showed up.
Hold on. Why did he get fired? Even if they reassigned him to a dead-end position, I don't see why they went so far as to fire him.
Well, I mean, That's because during the half of the work week when he was supposed to be working from home, he was running around outside instead, having fun cheating with you.
Huh? With me? How would anyone know that?
Before we turned in the paperwork to finalize the divorce, everyone involved got together for a meeting. And during that meeting, we went through all of the facts of our marriage and your affair. Remember that? Both you and Cole had no problem telling everyone there all the ins and outs of your entire relationship. I guess you wanted to brag about just how much you loved each other. But all of that talking meant that there was a thorough written record of all the times you met up.
We just wanted to help hurry your divorce along. And we didn't care if what we said meant Cole would have to pay more alimony. We weren't worried, no matter the amount.
Well, the record from the meeting showed that during work hours, when he was supposed to be at home, working remotely, he was outside, doing things like going on dates with you instead. The company found out that he was meeting up with you during work hours, and that's why he was fired.
No way. So you mean Cole has no job at all?
I guess that would be the case, huh? I already received all of the alimony and child support in one lump sum payment, so it makes no difference to me at this point, honestly. But I hope you enjoy yourself, living your happy life with your soulmate.
Even if they reassigned him to a dead-end position, I don't see why they went so far as to fire him. I only took him from you so I could live a life of luxury. What's glamorous about this? How about this? If I give him back to you, can you give me all of the alimony back? Hey, are you listening?
Oh, I'm sorry to tell you, but we're already past the 30-day return period.
You can't be serious. Please, I'm begging you. Just take him back and give me the money. Or steal him back from me. Hey, Mary? How am I supposed to live the life of the rich and famous like this? I'm going to be dirt poor!
Apparently, Cole and Natalie went to both of their parents to beg for help. But their parents stuck to their word. None of them would give Cole or Natalie even a penny. The happy couple even ended up going all the way to my ex's grandfather's beach house to ask if he could do something to ease their situation. But they had no luck there either. Now I hear the two of them have both picked up part-time work and are scraping by. Maybe now they can finally both act like adults, actually do their jobs, and live honest lives. All I hope is that Natalie doesn't overdo it and work so hard that it harms their unborn child. Wishing the soulmates the best. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a comment, click the like button, and subscribe to see more videos like this. Your comments and likes keep us going.